This is the Gfp 44TH pouch board machine. The first thing you'll notice is the control panel on the machine. We have a power indicator and a ready light. So when I turn the power on, this light will automatically come on. The ready light will come on if you're in the cold mode right away. You'll notice that this knob controls the temperature of the machine. When I turn this on, that light goes out. When I get to my set temperature, this light will come back on telling me I have achieved that temperature. Below that is the speed control knob, and this will go anywhere from 0 to 5 feet a minute. Below that is the toggle switch for forward, off, and reverse. Over on this side is the pressure handle, and you'll notice that there are numerous settings for different thicknesses of substrates. So we have a 1/4 inch, 3/16, 1/8, 1/16, and then full pressure. Above that is the unwind rewind assembly brake controls. This is for the rewind assembly, and this knob controls the unwind assembly. Across the front of the machine, you'll notice that we have a safety shield that is removable. I press one side and pull off. Under that is the print hold down clamp. This is used to keep the prints going through the machine from popping up, which would cause the safety eye to activate, shutting the machine down, and that would run your print. So over in this corner here, you'll see there's a cutout on the side frame. That's where the safety eyes are. And what that does is that shoots a beam across there, and if for any reason an object gets close to those rollers, it will stop the machine. When you're running pouch boards through the machine, you'll want to remove this print hold down clamp because it's only for prints, it's not for boards. Underneath that is the feed tray, and on that feed tray there are two guides that are adjustable across the face of the feed table so that you can square up your boards as they run through. To remove the feed tray, you lift up, pull back, and now that exposes your rollers. Underneath that, you'll see what's called, these are for prints, rolled prints that you can put in there. So if you're going to do a roll job, you just set your roll of prints in here, and then you go over your feed table and then into the rollers. Over here, you'll see the foot pedal, which controls the motor for reverse and forward. Then you can see the locking casters. There are two of them across the front of the machine, so when you get your unit in a place where you want it, you can just go ahead and push those locks down, and it will prevent it from moving around on you. On this side of the machine is the temperature display. This will display the room temperature when you first turn it on. After you turn the knob on and it starts to heat up, this will automatically just start adjusting to what the temperature of this top roller is. Underneath that is the emergency stop switch, and all you have to do is push it in to stop the motor instantly. To release it, you push in, turn, and it automatically releases that emergency situation and allows the machine to run again. As pointed out earlier, the safety eye shoots a beam across the front of these rollers to protect the operator from entrapment or for anything that gets accidentally put on the table, and you don't want to get pulled into the machine. So you notice that the rollers are turning now, and if I come in close, I block that. You hear the two beeps, and it automatically shuts those rollers off. Over the top of the machine is the rewind tube and the unwind tube. To remove these, the cradles spin open on both sides, and then this lifts out. You'll notice that there is a tongue on this side of the shaft, and there's a groove that is the brake assembly on this side. That tongue goes into that groove and then locks into place. The same thing is true for the unwind shaft. The cradle opens up on both sides. You lift the shaft out. You'll notice that there's a tongue on this side and a corresponding groove in the brake assembly. So we will slide that in, drop it in on the other side, and then we'll lock that cradle back in place. Underneath the unwind and rewind shafts is the idler bar. And this idler bar is used for keeping the film flat on the roller. Now these are designed for pressure sensitive adhesive films. So you have the supply here, and then this is going to take up the release liner as the film is being pulled through the machine. On the back side of the machine we have the power supply cord. This is the foot pedal cord, on-off switch, and the fuses that control the motor and the heater. Next to that we have an output tray, and this flips up so that when you're running the boards through the machine, it gives it support and keeps it from flopping off the back of the machine. To activate this, we just simply pull up, and then to lower it, there are two handles underneath the machine. I pull those up and let the tray drop back down.